5 team, Samantha, Isa, Jairo, Ivan, and Danny. We're going to talk a little bit about our interview with Bob McConnell from Stage Stores. Stage Stores has 5 retail stores underneath them. Their corporate office is here in Houston, Texas. The Stage Stores began in 1920. They were a family-owned business, and they weren't really called Stage Stores. They were called Palais Royal and Bells. In 1988, they merged with Three Bells Brothers, and then in 1996, that's when they became public Stage Stores. In 2004, they hit their first $1 million sales, and in 2010, they opened up their e-commerce website, which was a hit. In 2012, they made their credit card loyalty program, which was a huge hit, making it over 2 million credit cards. Stage Stores has 5 retail stores underneath them. It has Palais Royal, Stage Stores, Bells, Goodies, and Peebles. It has more than 14,000 employees in the nation, including over 40 states. It also has, the main important thing about Stage Stores is that they're open in the small town homes. They sell from the little small town homes that no one is really aware of, so that's where they make their millions. In 2014, they hit their sky $1 million sale of $1.6 million. So Samantha, what did Bob say about how did he get to the position he is now in this company?
So he actually started out in a completely different field. He went to school for sports medicine because he got a scholarship. That wasn't his dream to be in sports medicine. He actually wanted to be a police officer, and obviously that did not happen either. He actually did not finish college, but he says that getting an education and getting a degree in your field of expertise is very, very important. He grew up in the retail environment since he was about 16 years old. He started out in the jewelry department and then worked his way up to store manager, and then he was asked to the position that he's in today. He made a comment to say that he never really interviewed for any of his positions. He's always been asked to come along and to be in the position that he's in from everybody that he knows.
So Isa, here's your question. What obstacle did Bob have to pass in order to be in the position he is in right now?
Okay, Bob did mention a couple of things. He said he's the eldest of his 3 sisters, and they are very competitive with each other. He said when he was growing up that they were always competing with each other as far as where they've been, what kind of accomplishments they have done. One of his sisters attended UNC, which is the University of North Carolina in Charlotte. She then went off to get her master's degree in math. She also got her CPA license, and she used to do his taxes for him. When he moved from home, he did mention that he was out exploring, so when he would go home, they would always compete as to what places they would travel, what kind of accomplishments they did. One thing that he did say is that his personality has really helped him achieving any obstacles that he has surpassed. Another thing that he did mention was that opportunities are one in a lifetime. You should take it if you feel that that's one of the places that you should be in, and that's one of the reasons he stayed here in Houston, to keep going for his opportunities. Jairo, tell us about what Bob said about Stage background and the workplace environment there for him.
Well, he told us that the workplace environment there is more friendlier than other corporations. He said that even though they get paid a bit less than other big major firms, people tend to come to work for him because there the employees get known by their name. Let's say Bob works there, or he could go work at some big corporation like Exxon. At Stage Stores, Stage Stores is actually going to be known as Bobby's instead of number 500 something. So they tend to work there because they're going to be their own individual person that's going to have their own input and everything. And also they have like a higher chance of moving up the corporate ladder, because let's say right here you have like 500 other people competing against you, and right there you might have like 10. So people tend to go more right here at Stage Stores because they get to move higher, they work at a more easier pace, and it's good for everybody.
Heido, what did Bob say about him choosing to work at Stage? What was his reasons?
Well, Bob said that since he was working in the retail environment, that he kept nagging that the software didn't work. He would always tell the CEOs that it doesn't work. So the CEO decided to hire him to fix the problem. Ever since that he got hired to fix it, he said that the sales report has been quicker and more accessible to the CEOs. Back then, they would be like $1 million behind, so they couldn't get the report in time and everything. And now they added a new server, and it makes it processing quicker.
Ivan, what did Bob say about Stage achieving diversity?
Stage actually likes to hire large groups of diverse people in order to bring different and diverse ideas to the table. So they've hired someone that has established a 5-year road plan. As well as that, they've also instituted a new point of sale system that actually allows customers to come in and they can view items that they're interested in. And this point of sale system actually matches them up with other items that go with the item that they're looking for in order to help bring in more revenue. And also, more importantly, it allows the customer to be able to see other items that can go with the product that they're looking for.
So Isa, what did Bob say that about a workplace diversity plays a positive or negative role in the company's success?
Okay, Bob said that Stage Stores has a positive role as far as diversity goes. He did mention a couple of things. It has to be really based on family. He did mention that ideas are huge there. That's one of the reasons they're really growing at this moment. They always try to be more competitive. They try to give people with the opportunity to grow in the company. He also said that they try to promote within because that really gives others the opportunity to see different positions, to see if they like to be in that position. As far as the community, he says that they play softball at a community park, and it's a company-based softball team that Stage Stores funds. And they have their shirts and they go out and play when it's time to play. And that's one of the things that he did mention. Family is really huge there. You're not known for being a cubicle number. You're known for your name and the things that you accomplish there at Stage Stores. Another thing that he did mention is that they offer different programs like the loyalty program, which gives the customers input and feedback, and they provide, different kind of attributes to that. Another thing that they do is programs like the military discount, giving seniors discounts as far as a couple of days out of the week. So these are all little things that makes the workplace more diversified.
Thank you, Isa.
Samantha, what did Bob say about how he saw the change in the company in growth and development since he first started working there?
He said that he's seen a huge amount of growth and change in the many years that he has been with Stage. He explained that in the last 7 years that sales have not grown that much, but they're trying to worry more about being more innovative and expanding their name brands that they carry, as well as cosmetics, mainly so that people can see their stores as a one-stop shop and won't go to different places for different things. They can just get everything there. He also said that they're in a rebuilding phase and they're working on building a better infrastructure and becoming more green by working on e-commerce and using more electricity and less paper.
Here's your question. What obstacle did Bob have to pass in order to be in the position he is in right now?
Okay, Bob did mention a couple of things. He said he's the eldest of his 3 sisters, and they are very competitive with each other. He said when he was growing up that they were always competing with each other as far as where they've been, what kind of accomplishments they have done. One of his sisters attended UNC, which is the University of North Carolina in Charlotte. She then went and off to get her master's degree in math. She also got her CPA license, and she used to do his taxes for him. When he moved from home, he did mention that he was out exploring, so when he would go home, they would always compete as to what places they would travel, what kind of accomplishments they did. One thing that he did say is that his personality has really helped him achieving any obstacles that he has surpassed. Another thing that he did mention was that opportunities are one in a lifetime. You should take it if you feel that that's one of the places that you should be in, and that's one of the reasons he stayed here in Houston, to keep going for his opportunities.
Alright, thank you.
Ivan, what did Bob say about the most important trait that has contributed to his success in this workplace?
He said that one of the most important traits is open communication. The reason he said that is because most people see a boss as a dictator, but he believes in the democracy aspect. He believes that when he hires people, he chooses to hire people that are smarter than him, because he wants to have a diverse team. He wants to make sure that the people that surround him bring great ideas to the table, and they also offer great constructive criticism. Some ideas that might seem like good ideas to some might not be to others, and by having a team that's diverse, you'll be able to get a great product, you'll be able to get great ideas, and it'll help to provide a good atmosphere for teamwork.
Hey Danny, so what did Bob say about his short and long-term goals at Stage Stores within the 5 and 10 year mark?
Well, based on what Bob says, he plans to become a vice president in 5 to 10 years. And in order to achieve that goal, he has to learn a lot about how to run a team as a leader, and building relationships with a team member, and also learn about more mentorship to provide for his team member also. He's pretty sure about becoming a vice president because his commitment to the company is very high. He works about 60 to 80 hours a week, including weekends, to make sure the store meet the expectation of the company. And just in case he get fired in the middle of the process, he will get back to the small business he had when he was young.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Danny. So Danny, what did Bob say based on the short and long-term goals of the company? What do they have to do to prepare themselves to face competition?
Well, a few years ago, when the store was doing very well, because online shopping was not popular yet. But nowadays, the company has a lot of competition because the customer have more ways and more options to shopping. They can go online, and a lot of companies offer a lot of ways to shop online and a lot of selection for them. Okay, so the company has planned to go online, open a website, put a lot of selection on the website, and then offer more benefits to customer. They also will make a change soon to improve on their selection. They will also create a website to follow through customer feedback. This improvement will attract more customers in their company in the next few years.
Overall, our interview with Bob at Stage Stores was very, very interesting. He had a lot of good points. He told us that teamwork, communication are one of the main things that will make you a successful person in any business. He also mentioned that you have to know how to get along with others and just pretty much teamwork all the way. Thanks again for having us. Have a great day.